ahead to Drea's tweet about Sean Feucht. Drea, I'll have you read it because it looks like my internet is falling apart.
Oh, I think it was.
Or Tamara.
Yeah, that's okay. So here, Drea shares this clip of Winnipeg Mayor Scott Gillingham explaining why his city is adding to the list of those blocking Feucht's Christian worship concerts and the denial of permits to do so. Let's have a listen to this.
Thank you. Well, to be clear, his permit was not canceled in Winnipeg. And so that's an important distinction. An application was made to the city of Winnipeg, I think by Burn 24/7, I think is the organization that made the application, to use Central Park. And for your viewers and listeners, Central Park is a park right in the center of the city of Winnipeg. It's not a very large space. It's surrounded by kind of a high poverty area. Many groups use the park. Our staff, as they do, our city staff, reviewed the application, and after speaking to many departments within the city, as they will do when they review an application for a permit often, determined that that space would not, they couldn't guarantee it could accommodate what he wanted to do. First of all, the event, the worship event, is not a ticketed event. That's fine. But there was no way for our staff to determine then how many numbers of people would be attending and coming into the park. That caused concern, rightly so, for our emergency department. We have a fire hall that's not too far from there. Very busy fire hall in the downtown. And they didn't want any way jeopardizing calls to get the fire trucks to any call. So the permit was not canceled. It was not approved. It was denied because of the location. Now, there was nothing stopping Burn 24/7 from applying for another location. They didn't do that. My understanding is they've got a space somewhere outside of Winnipeg now. But to be clear, Winnipeg did not cancel the permit.
That was like such a long-winded way to say that. And again, it's all being done for your safety, under the guise of, well, the fire department couldn't respond appropriately if there was a fire, which, I mean, absolutely insane. But it's the same rhetoric that's coming out of Nova Scotia, where they say, oh, the forests are actually closed because if you were to fall and sprain your ankle, we couldn't send paramedics in there. But that's why you can no longer go hiking, because we can't deploy our emergency services to you in case of emergency. So we have to just shut everybody out from the forest to prevent a potential emergency. It's just craziness. And I actually remember that being really early days, the COVID hysteria was that people should stay home to save lives, because remember, we were being told the hospitals were overwhelmed and emergency services were overwhelmed. So the paramedics responding to accidents, firefighters, etc. There was this hysteria in those early days that don't drive, don't leave your home because you risk getting into a car accident and there won't be paramedics available to come respond to your car accident because they're too busy tending to COVID patients. And so this is just repackaged for your health, for your safety rhetoric in an attempt to justify the restrictions and the major overreach impositions into your life that the state is doing. We've heard it before. It continues unabated. And this, what was it, a minute and 40-second clip of the mayor using his mental gymnastics in an attempt to justify not approving this permit is nonsense. And I just want to throw to Drea, I think it's her second comment under that post. I'm just trying to find it again, where she has a couple screenshots and she says, funny, I wonder how the city got the head count in advance for the Black Micmac United in Diversity Multiculturalism at that same park in June. I guess diversity ends with conservative Christians. Why no mention of the trans activists who lobbied Councillor Cindy Gilroy to help cancel Feucht? And she shared some screenshots there to back up her questioning of this peculiar, I can't say that word, unfolding. And so there you have it. One rule for me and one rule for thee when it comes to what we are allowed and not allowed to do in public spaces. And when Christians are canceled from doing those things, then they're told it's just for your health. It was for your safety. The fire department couldn't be there. So we had to just not give the permit at all. But regardless, obviously, freedom found a way. So I think Feucht is still scheduled or was scheduled to perform over the weekend, or perhaps it's upcoming. I haven't followed his concert tour overly closely.